Well, Mr. Macintosh, how do you explain this? What about it? This gun display was found in your room buried under your apple tree.
A gun display? What are you doing with weapons in your office, witness?
Please. I know the gun laws here. Those aren't real guns.
They're not?
I take it they're the trick gun replicas given to Dee Dee, correct? Yeah, they are.
So what about these replicas, Mr. Wright?
This display is missing a gun. Dara was given a pair of two, if you'll recall. Now, what was found at the crime scene on the day of the robbery?
A fake pistol! So, this goes together with the one on the display?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Correct. Now, Mr. Macintosh, what were these guns doing in your office? It looks like we have him where we want him. He can't think of anything to say about the guns.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Or he could chew on an apple. Your Honor.
Yes?
I'm afraid I have a confession to make.
Oh, my God!
What do you mean?
Just a while ago, in my testimony, I said that I may have left my office when Dee Dee came in. I didn't.
You didn't?
What's he up to? You see, I was sitting at my desk when an apple fell from my tree. I hunched down from my chair to pick it up, and in that instant, I heard my door open. Your door opened? Yes. I was sitting under the desk and didn't see who came in. But then I went to peek my head up and saw someone in a Dee Dee outfit. They threw the gun plaque on the floor and left soon after. I picked it up and noticed one of the guns were missing. I didn't know what was going on, so I took a look outside and noticed Dee Dee. She was walking to the back exit.
Objection!
Wait a minute! Mr. Pitstop said he only saw Dee Dee come out of your room. If you really left your own office, then how come he didn't see you? Well, I didn't see him when I walked out, so he must have just left. Hold on. Before the defense blows its gasket, why did you leave your room? Let's just say, I did a little investigating of my own.
You little fucker.
What is that supposed to mean?
I went out the back door and noticed Dara walking off with that photographer behind her. I thought it was strange, so I decided to follow Dara. What the... What?! This isn't right!
No, it's not.
Order! Order! What in the...
What's the meaning of this? You were questioned on the day of the murder and never mentioned this to the police. Why is it now that you're coming forward with this information? I apologize, Mr. Hawk. But you see, up until now, I was trying to protect Dara. What? Dara is the star of the Super D Stunt Show. How could I stand to testify against her at the time? As her manager and boss, I felt I needed to protect her no matter what. I even went so far as to hire a lawyer to help her. But now, he seems to be going after me to win his case. Well, I'm not about to risk my neck for her now. So how about it? Would you like me to tell you what I saw when I tailed Dara to the bank? This is crazy! No way, Hawkin! Fine. We'll hear you out. Yep, you're a sucker.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god, again with the reference.
Wait, what was the reference?
You didn't see it?
Wait, you're a sucker?
He said, yep, you're a sucker.
Oh, I didn't see that!
Yeah. That's what I was
Damn
saying.
He said it again.
Yep.
Oh.
In his own
And
mind.
now you said it again.
Very well. This court will hear out the witness as he testifies on what he saw.
I hope you're ready to hear the truth, right? you're just going to lie anyway, so I'll be prepared to expose you. Oh, I may have opened the floodgate, but he's willing to kick things up. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, I went there. It's true. I followed Dara in costume all the way to the bank. I noticed that she took that trick gun out when entering the building. She then held the gun up at the teller, probably demanding some cash. Then that detective blundered in and tried to stop the robbery. After what happened out inside, Dara ran out and entered that photographer. And then she hopped in the car, hit that woman, and drove back to the stadium. Someone had to have seen you! I'm sorry! No! Just no. This is not possible.
My goodness!
Lotta, come back in.
So
We need
you really
you.
did witness the robbery.
He's explained things that haven't been mentioned to the media. So I guess we should take him at his word for now. I wouldn't! No way!
I wouldn't either.
Unbelievable! He's managed to convince the court that he witnessed the robbery. This job just gets harder and harder.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry, but really? Really? See, if that was the deal, then Lana would have noticed him.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the point where we just need to press everything. I'm pressing
Is this
everything.
the final thing?
It sounds like it. Or it could be. It's getting heated up, so I'm not taking any chances. Everything is getting pressed, because I don't believe a single word he says.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay. Hold it! And how come you didn't mention this until now?
Objection!
He has already explained why he didn't. These trials would go a lot faster if you didn't keep asking these questions over and over. Maybe they would if the police did their job when interrogating these guys.
Don't push it, Nick!
Settle down. I swear I'll explain everything. I noticed that she took that trick gun out when entering the building. How? You noticed her entering a building with a gun and didn't say anything? What can I do? I was hiding around the corner so no one could see me. I didn't think she was going to go through robbing the bank, so I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. But, well, look what happened. She then held the gun up at the teller, probably demanding some cash. Press.
I don't like this guy.
How were you able to see this? I was outside the bank and looking inside periodically.
What?
I noticed that woman was taking pictures, so I made sure not to get in her way. Really? Lotta didn't mention you yesterday when she gave her testimony. Well, she seemed aggressively intense, taking pictures the way she did. I thought it best not to get caught in any pictures she was taking. Yeah, sounds convenient for you, doesn't it? He's lucky only a few pictures were taken at the time. Anyway, she pointed the gun at the teller. Then she took a stack of bills from him, and... Then that detective blundered in and tried to stop the robbery. Hold it! Blundered? He went in to try and stop the robbery. He was searching his coat for a gun, I assume, but must have forgotten it. Darren picked up on it and pointed the gun at the teller. You'd be better off with a trained poodle than having that detective around.
Oh my god.
Detective Gumshoe may not be the brightest bulb in the warehouse, but he's a loyal detective that tries his best to help out in an investigation.
Oh my god! I thought Hawk was a bastard to Gumshoe.
Well, maybe.
Oh my
in certain
god!
points, but yeah, he can be... Yeah, he knows when to stick up for him. If you could, Mr. Macintosh, try not to insult any of my men. Sorry, I just can't stand the useless type.
Nick! He's being nasty to Gumshoe! Say something!
What do you want me to say? I can't raise an objection because he's being a jerk.
Fine then. I'll throw you badges at his head and maybe he'll stop.
Would you stop that? Give me that back! I have to find a safety lock for my badge to keep Maya from chucking it at people. After what happened inside, Dara ran out and into that photographer. So, after the suspect left, she ran into the photographer? She must not have been looking at where she was going. And then, bam! They crashed into one another.
It was said that she may not have been paying attention.
I think something like that happened. She was looking back at the bank as she was running. That attests to yesterday's testimony. She did run into the witness. Yeah, this doesn't look good. He's recalling everything that was mentioned yesterday. And then, she hopped in the car, hit that woman, and drove back to the stadium. Hold it! That's not a very descriptive statement. What do you want me to say? That's what happened, didn't it? I'm not going to go into the details of something so trivial.
That face makes me want to throw up. I'm sorry.
I can understand that, Mr. Macintosh. Perhaps the defense can ask a question that pertains to the moment that we have yet delved into.
Maybe the judge is right. I should ask him something about that moment.
What are we supposed to ask him, Nick? We know what happened afterwards, so...
I'll think of something. Now let's see. What happened to the gun? What happened to you? Was anyone else there? I think it's pointless to ask what happened to you, because he's probably just going to make up something.
Was anyone else there? Because we already know what happened to the gun.
I don't know.
See...
Well, he knows that Lotta was there. Let me see. I want to say it's either what happened to the gun or was anyone else there.
I'm thinking yes, was anyone else there? Say it?
Why not? Sure. Okay, let's go. Let's try that one. Was anyone else there? Did you happen to see anyone else around the crime scene? No. I think we were the only ones there. Dara, who robbed the bank. That photographer. Are you sure you didn't see anyone? Maybe someone else was there and got in the car instead. I'm sure it was Dee Dee that got in the car and ran that woman over. There was no one else there at the crime scene. So no one else was there that day. If they were the only people there, then one of them drove that car away. But I can't prove that it was Macintosh just yet. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Macintosh is saying that he was at the crime scene and saw Dara rob the bank.
Do you really think he was there watching the robbery, Nick?
No.
Not a chance. He was there, but not how he says he was. We have to prove he was the one who really robbed the bank instead.
I know you're trying, Nick, but I don't think it'll be easy.
I know it won't, Maya. But you know we can't give up.
Right.
Let's see if we can smoke this guy's lies out. Alright.
Lotta's face is frozen on screen.
Oh, well, so it is. Let's see. Let's press this again. Let's try... let's try the gun. What happened to the gun? Do you happen to notice the gun at all after the robbery? The gun? No, I don't believe I did. She dropped it on the ground, I think, and it was there afterwards. So nobody picked it up at all? If they did, it wouldn't have still been at the crime scene. Remember that I presented it as evidence in yesterday's trial? Oh, yeah, that's true. You forgot, didn't you? No? Right. I can't... Okay, it's not the gun bit. Well, then I guess it has to be the... Well, he's just gonna come up with something, but... Alright, fine. We'll press the middle... We'll do the middle statement, then. Jeez. Fine, we'll do that one.
Well, it kind of has to be the middle one, because you can't make up... You can make up something like that unless you were there.
Okay, what happened to you?
So after the robbery, what happened to you? You were at the stadium after the crime, so you came back, correct?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have hired you to be Dara's lawyer.
True. So how did you get back there?
Oh.
What do you... Who cares how I left?
Miss Hart never mentioned you leaving the crime scene yesterday. That means you left somehow without being noticed.
Mr. Macintosh, I believe it's imperative you tell how you left the scene.
Yes. I remember. I saw everything from the back alley, so I left that way.
Back alley?
The back alleyway?
Well, after seeing Dara hit with that woman with the car, I didn't think it would be good to follow her out the same way she was going.
So you took the back alley instead?
Well, that's interesting. Mr. Macintosh, I'd like you to add this to your testimony.
Check the map.
Very well, I suppose I could do that. After Dara left, I headed back to the stadium through the back alley by the bank.
I
The
don't
map.
think so.
The map. The map.
I don't
Check
think
the
that's
map.
possible. And here's why. Let's check that
Because
map.
the back alley is
There
that...
is nowhere to go in that alley. It's to a dead end, my good
Yes.
fellows. So,
Who's
objection! You didn't run away through the alley, Mr. Macintosh.
Now what is it?
You said you left the crime scene through the back alleyway. However, according to this map, there's no way you could have left through there.
And why is that?
Because there is a wall that blocks the path to the alley.
Let me see
He
that.
crushed that apple! I knew it!
Not just left the core and all, just completely minced it. Wow.
Oh my god.
Why, there is a wall. There is a wall there.
Hold on! There's something I forgot to mention. Yes, there was a wall there, but that doesn't mean I couldn't climb over it.
What do you mean?
The wall itself isn't that tall. I was easily able to jump over it. See? No problem at all.
I'm afraid that's not likely. Take a look at this picture the witness accidentally took yesterday. Look behind the suspect in the back alley. The wall is as high as the building.
Oh.
To get over that wall, you would have needed a pole vault.
Oh my god.
Why, there is a wall as high as the building there.
I already said that. Since you seem to have all the answers, how about answering a question of mine? Yes? If Mr. Macintosh escaped the crime scene without being seen, then how did he get out?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you answer the prosecution's question?
He may think he has me up against the wall, but I'm pretty sure I know how he escaped. All I have to do is present the evidence that shows how Mr. Macintosh got out of there.
The SUV.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, the SUV. But just in case, I'm gonna save.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I was gonna tell you to do that.
Yeah, it has to be the car. I mean, yeah. There's no other way, right? It couldn't be
Yeah.
anything else. Take that! Well, I'm waiting for an answer. You don't have to wait, because I have your answer right here. The SUV.
That's how he escaped?
Well, how else was the robber supposed to leave the crime scene? He had taken the SUV and made his escape back to Stunt Stadium.
Yes!
Phew. I thought at first it was going to be a quick trick question, even though it looked simple. But no, it was simple.
Order! 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 So the defense believes that the witness left in the SUV? Does that mean...
Yes, Your Honor. The defense continues to believe that Mr. Macintosh carried out the robbery himself. Unless the prosecution can provide us with another way the witness got back to the stadium.
Well,
Oh.
that's that, Mr. Macintosh. Where do you keep getting those apples?
He has over 9,000 apples.
Don't even ask.
Sorry, I just do love my Granny Smiths.
That was a red apple!
I made a mistake.
What's that?
I never left the back alley. That was a mistake. I ran back chasing after the SUV.
What? Oh, come on! You cannot be... No!
Macintosh.
Order! Order! Mr. Macintosh, what is the meaning of this? Why have you lied again in your testimony?
Couldn't help it. Mr. Wright was over there staring at me all serious. So I tried to throw him off by telling him I went through the back alley. Anyway, I ran back to the stadium while chasing Dara down. So sorry.
What are you trying to pull here? You're supposed to give an honest testimony. If you keep this up, you lose your credibility as an eyewitness.
Like I said, I couldn't help it. Mr. Wright should lay off. Otherwise, I don't know what I'll say.
Fucking ass.
Is he really trying to blame me for his lying? No one is going to believe that.
Well, I suppose Mr. Wright can be a bit forceful when speaking to witnesses. Maybe we should hear what else you have to say.
Judge, for the love of Christ! Come on! Are you this? Oh, wait a minute. This is the judge.
Yeah.
This is the judge we're talking here.
And this is the judge where he can't do more math than first grade math. The judge who mistaken the tile as a fucking purple plate. The judge who,
okay, we get it. Just don't remind me. God. Somebody get me out of this courtroom and into a normal one.
I'll warn you though, Mr. Macintosh, I will not tolerate any more lying.
I gotcha. I'll tell you about what happened when I saw Dee Dee head back to the stadium.